I know I normally come on here with loud, brash, the bravado, the energy, the whole Big Sarge persona. I can't do it. I had planned on giving you all a very good show tonight, especially since I was part of something that I had never seen in my life. I have been watching these players take, I've seen players take knees. Never seen two teams exit the field in unison to protest social injustice. I never thought that I'd see the day that Major League Baseball would take the stance of what they have as far as pushing the initiative forward of bringing attention to social injustice. I was there. I seen it. I was right there when the A's and the Astros took the field, stood there for 42 seconds. They tipped their hats to each other and they walked off. I talked to Josh Reddick and Michael Brantley from the Astros tonight and how excited I was to tell you all what they said. I talked to the Astros manager, Dusty Baker, and the general manager, James Click, and was excited to tell you all about what they said and how big of a moment that was for Houston Astros baseball. There's a lot of people living this day that never thought that they would see the Houston Astros do something like that. The Astros haven't taken a knee the entire season. No player, no manager, nobody on the staff, nobody has taken a knee the entire 2020 season. And to see that tonight, that I was in awe of that. I was in shock. I was like, this means a lot to see that. And I had it planned out on what I was going to tell you all and talk to you all about and tell you what they said and get your interactions so we could talk back and forth. And then the news. I'm sitting there, and as I'm getting myself prepared, I see something on Twitter. And I said to myself, no. So I came to you all on Facebook, and I was like, is it true that Chadwick Boseman is dead? Is that fake news? I don't know. Sometimes these fake news sites or these fake media outlets can put out something that looks so real. And then his family released a statement saying that he had passed away at 43. Chadwick Boseman. Do you know how influential Chadwick Boseman was to the African American community? Do you all really know his story? Do you all really know how he pulled himself up by the bootstraps? Do you know how much Felicia Rashad and Denzel Washington helped this young man get to where he is? And he gave back to help others. I know we're all sitting back and we're thinking there's no possible way that the Black Panther can die. We watched the movie, and although we know that it was just a fictional character to us. And what I mean by us, I don't mean Black people. I mean us in general. People, just like whoever enjoyed the movie. I didn't realize Chadwick Boseman was the age that he was. I had a friend put something up that said that Chadwick Boseman, I think he 43 if I'm not mistaken, but at 39 he was doing these movies. At 39. He got colon cancer. 43 he passed away. That's a kick in the gut to me. Not only did we lose a great actor, Mila was 35 when she was first diagnosed with cancer, colon cancer. Well, I'll take that back. Let me take that back. She was misdiagnosed. At 36 years old, they found out that she had had a tumor that had sat on her since she was 35. She had to have an emergency appendectomy because the tumor was pushing on her appendix. So in the midst of her having an emergency appendectomy, they also had to remove colon cancer from her system. A tumor that had been sitting on there and metastasizing. And what metastasizing means is just spreading. When they didn't do the proper medical procedures, when they didn't give Mila a full colonoscopy and totally missed that tumor sitting on her, that thing sat and did whatever it wanted to do for an entire year. Until she went to the doctor because her stomach kept hurting. The doctor pushed on her stomach and said, your appendix are about to burst. I got to get you in the surgery right now. Got her in the surgery. Found that. So when I seen that Chadwick Boseman passed away at 43, means he was diagnosed probably at 39. I mean, he died before he turned 45. 4 years. Mila died before she turned 40. Let me tell you all why this is such a. Let me tell you why it's also such a hurtful thing, and why it's so emotional to me. You know, I lost Mila September the 5th, 2017. I lost my mom December the 14th, 2018. Yeah, 15 months apart. Mila, September of 2017. My mama, Mila, September 2017. My mom, December 2018. 15 months apart. Mila died in my arms, took her last breath in 2017. My mom passed away during a segment when I was on the air, and I found out during a commercial break that my mom had died. 2017, September, December 2018. Hold on. My mom also died on my brother, who died when he was 17. She died on his birthday. December 14th is my brother Anthony, who passed away in 1992. Right? My brother's birthday is December the 14th. My mom died on December the 14th, which is a really significant day for me because I graduated college on December the 14th. It's really weird, y'all. But my mom died December the 14th. My brother, who passed away when he was 17, his birthday was December the 14th. Today is August 28th. Y'all know what happened on August 27th of 1992? My brother, who was 17 when he passed away, yesterday, I didn't post this. It was too emotional. I said I'm going to wait. I was going to just wait and then the proper time. But yesterday made 28 years that my brother has been gone. 28 years my brother has been gone. The 27th. Told you my mom's birthday is September the 3rd. Mila died September the 5th. That's next week. So to deal with that on yesterday, to have Chadwick Boseman die today at such an early age from colon cancer, and then next week I got to deal with my mom's birthday first, and then Mila's anniversary of her death 2 days later. Y'all, I'm sorry. I am a strong individual. I am. I can take a lot of stuff. I can. I can deal with a lot of stuff. A lot of times, y'all don't know the amount of racism and racial discrimination that I go through on a consistent basis. Y'all don't need to know that. You know why? Because I can take it. Because I can get to a point where I say, I'm done. They say God only puts these type of situations and issues on the strongest people, right? He must have his outlook of Brian Bearfield, Big Sarge, his outlook must be like amazing to me. Like there must be something that's in store for me that's going to be so big that it's going to blow all of us away, because I don't know how much more I can take from this world. That is not an indictment of me wanting to kill myself. So don't take it as I'm suicidal. I am not suicidal. What I don't understand is, like, how much more? For those of y'all who are not Christian, close your ears right now. I've read about people in the Bible. I know how much. I know the story of Job. I know the story of Paul and what he went through. I know what Jesus went through. I know it. But what nobody really breaks down and says is that a lot of those people who went through that, Jesus included, there comes this one vulnerable moment where you gotta just be human. And that's me right now, y'all. I'm just human. I don't know. And look, I don't know Chadwick Boseman. I've never met him a day in my life. Maybe when I was in LA last year for the game, he may have been there. I didn't see him. I was also starstruck by the amount of other stars that I probably would never see again in my life at the Lakers game. I was like, wow. Kobe Bryant, got a chance to see him, say hello to him. I was enamored and blown away. So Chadwick Boseman could have been there, or he could have been filming a movie. But I don't know him personally. But his story just hits too close to home. And I'm pretty sure that it don't just hit close to home to me, it hit close to home for a lot of other people. So what I'm going to ask you all to do is, you know how they say pray for your strong friend? Pray for your strong friend tonight. I told you all on numerous occasions, people who deal with mental health issues, they don't know what it is, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. Sometimes it catches us off guard and by surprise, like it did me tonight. My heart goes out to the Boseman to the Boseman family. I'm not trying to make his moment be about me. I'm just letting you all know, and for somebody out there who's watching this or who's going to watch this, that it's okay for things like this to affect you. Because it's affecting the hell out of me. It's hard for me on the way home from the stadium, it was just hard for me to gather my thoughts. My best friend called me, gave me some news that made both of us chuckle and laugh, but it was empty. Mila's daughter, my daughter, she had no clue about this. I'm talking about Jalecia, the one that lives in Florida. This video, I shared this video. Y'all hold on. I'm just gonna put it up here. This is I ain't got no. Hold on. Y'all remember I shared this video? Hold on.
She might get stuck in the grass. Looking at the pit at the birds. Come on. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. You tired? Are you coming? Come on, Doodlebop. Come on, Doodlebop. Come on, Doodlebop. What you see now? A squirrel. What? Come on, Doodlebop. 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 Oh, child, I'm tired. Come on, girl.
Jalecia sent me that. I have that video. I've shared it, I think, on multiple occasions. But that's Mila with our oldest grandchild when she was a baby. Matter of fact, at the time, she probably was the only one. There's 3 others that have come later. Jalecia had no clue on what I was going through. But she said she found this, and she says she did not deserve cancer. And then she said, did you know that the Black Panther star just died from colon cancer? I said, yes. She said, long emotional week coming up. Because my oldest grandson has to have surgery. So it's a minor surgery, but still, as a mom, she's a young mom too. She's going through it. But she just sent me that out of the blue. She didn't even know Chadwick Boseman had passed away from colon cancer. So, you know, not only do I have to think about me, but I got to think about the kids coming up next week. They lost their mama. And that's coming up on next week. Jasmine's going to be an emotional wreck. Jalecia's going to be an emotional wreck. They're going to be emotional wrecks. Jamila's mother just retired from her job. She never had time to really settle down. You know what's going to happen to her next week? She's going to be an emotional wreck. I think of all these things. And although I know that I can't take on the weight of the world to be able to help everybody, it's still present in my mind. And so that's why this thing has hit me so hard. That's why the passing of Chadwick Boseman from colon cancer at the age of 43 is affecting me more. If you'd have told me last week, hey man, Chadwick Boseman gonna die, I'd have been like, man, not the Black Panther. Can't he go to Wakanda? I'd have made a joke. Hey, he can go to Wakanda and get, you know, whatever it is he needs to get, right? To revitalize himself and not die. I seen him bring him back on the movie. I'd have made a joke like that. There's no possible way you could have told me Chadwick Boseman passing away would affect me like this. But if you'd have told me Chadwick Boseman was passing away from colon cancer at the age of 43, it'd have kicked me right in the gut like it's doing right now. So all I came on here to tell you all, pray for the Boseman family. Pray for those who are dealing with colon cancer. Y'all, let me tell you something. Colon cancer used to be considered an old person's disease where they did not want to test you until you turn until you turn 50 years old. They lowered the age now to 45. I'm a part of the colon cancer community. I'm a colon cancer ambassador. Do you realize the age that people are being diagnosed with colon cancer is getting less and less? 2.5 years ago, we lost a young lady who just graduated high school, married her high school sweetheart, and passed away a short time after, who had been dealing with colon cancer. There's a young man right now that they just put up, that they're collecting stuff for at the age of 15. You know, they have detected colon cancer in kids as small as the age of 5. I had no clue what colon cancer was until my mother-in-law was diagnosed with it in 2012. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I had no clue I knew what breast cancer was. I knew what lung cancer was. I knew what testicular cancer was. I knew what throat cancer was. I had no clue about the digestive system and that type of cancer. And when Mila said, when we got the Red Cross message that her mom had a 15% chance of living while we were in Germany, she said, my mom has a 15% chance of living because she had stage 3 colon cancer. I said, break that down to me like I'm in the 4th grade because I have no clue on what that means. She said, you know what your colon is? I said, I know what the colon is, but I didn't know you could get cancer there. She's like, yes. Packed up the kids, 3 days, out of country, back to here, giving her mom chemo. Well, at the place where mom took chemo. Mom took chemo at the same hospital that she worked at with chemo patients. Fast forward, 2013, 2014. 2014, fast forward, roles reverse. Mila is now taking chemotherapy at the same place that her mom took chemotherapy, at the same hospital her mom works at, in the same department that her mom works in. Mila, 36 years old, chemotherapy. It's not an old person disease. It's not. It's not an old person's disease. Please, please, please request a colonoscopy because you never know. You never, ever know. You never, ever, ever know. You don't know the age. Do you know that when Mila was diagnosed with colon cancer is when I started doing more research because I'm like, wait a minute, this is affecting my household, my mother-in-law, and now my wife. I did not know Mila could die from that. I know you could die from cancer, but I grew up in a time where people died of breast cancer because that's the only thing we knew, and lung cancer because people smoke like chimneys. So when Mila told me, let me tell you something. When my wife called me and told me I have to go into hospice, I said, what is that? She says, are you serious? I said, as a heart attack. I did not have a clue on what hospice was. Grew up in a time, and this is going to sound funny, but I'm not joking. I grew up in a time where you put your big mama in a hospital bed, and she was either in the living room or she had a back room to herself. Your granddaddy, same way. One of your uncles, you put them in the living room in a hospital bed, or you put them in another room with a hospital bed, and you go check on them all the time. And if they're in the living room, they control the remote. I had not a clue on what hospice was. Mila said, hospice is where they put you before you die. I said who? The hell you talking about? Before you die? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She said, they don't put me in hospice. I said, we not speaking that. We not talking that type of talk. No way. Went to the doctor. Doctor said, your wife got 6 months to live. Mila didn't even know. Jalecia didn't even know. They just knew that her mom had to go to hospice. I was so oblivious to everything that I should have known that I know now. So I say all of that to say this. Y'all got to do whatever it is you need to do to make sure you take care of yourself. We are losing people every day at an early age. I don't know who this is for. I don't know who this is for, who it's going out to. But just know, hey man, if y'all need me, Big Sarge is here. I may not be able to get to you right when you call out to him, but I'll get right back to you. It's one of the reasons why I am who I am On social media, you getting the same person you get in person. You're not getting nobody fake. On social media is who I am, my sole purpose in life. And I didn't always have this. I didn't always have this in me, but I have had this in me since 2014. Before 2014, I can honestly say, and excuse my vernacular, and I apologize. If you're a Christian, close your ears. I can honestly say, before 2014, I started off as a piece of shit. And then I went to borderline piece of shit. And by 2014, I wasn't a piece of shit no more. I was by far one of the most selfish assholes you'd probably ever meet and did not give a shit about nobody's feelings. I didn't care. I cared about me. What makes me feel good? What do I gain from it? What do I benefit from it? Me. What am I going to get? I don't give a damn what you, I don't care. Worry about you, because I'm going to worry about me. And if that means that in the process, I got to hurt you and your feelings or whatever it is, whatever you got that's going to make me feel good and I can get it, I'm going to get it. I was a piece of shit. In 2007, I met a woman that was by far the most unlikely candidate for me to marry. 4 kids? 4. 4 kids? Hell no. Talked about my brother who was dating a woman who had 4 kids. The hell I look like? The hell Brian looked like dating a woman with 4 kids? 2009, I married that woman. By 2014, I was no longer a piece of shit no more. I wasn't borderline a piece of shit either. I learned that it was more in life than just thinking about yourself. And since 2014, because it took me a little while to learn, and life is more than just about you. And in 2014, till now, I'm not a piece of shit. I know what my purpose in life is now. And forgive me, Lord, for cussing. Because I'm not going to cuss and then say your name right after. So I'm going to ask you to forgive me for cussing, please. God has shown me my purpose. That's why I don't care about if I got $1 and I see somebody out there who, oh yeah, you can have it, man. It's going to bless you more than it bless me here. Or here, let me give you 50 cents of this dollar. Can we split it? I've been put on this earth to help. I've been put on this earth to sacrifice myself as far as selfishness and to help. And that's why I do what I do. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. That's why I do what I do. That's why I don't have an issue or a problem. I know that I am in Major League clubhouses and NBA locker rooms and NFL locker rooms, but that doesn't make me better than anybody else. So when you reach out to me, you're not reaching out to somebody who is untouchable, untalkable to, unwilling to come on your show if you need me to, or unwilling to talk to anybody you need me to talk to, if it serves a purpose, you ain't talking to one of them, because I know that I'm here to help. So I don't care about crying in front of y'all. I don't care about being vulnerable in front of y'all, because you know why? This is going to help somebody out there who is afraid to cry, who's afraid to be vulnerable, who's afraid to know their purpose in life. This is mine. And if this means I got to come on and cry in front of you all to help somebody every day, then I'm going to ugly cry on this damn thing every day. Chadwick Boseman's death hit me in the stomach because it's too close to home for me. But I also know that it's my purpose to drive on, to complete the task, and do whatever it is I need to do to help others while I'm helping myself. I love y'all, man.